Exile has ignited a conflagration throughout WoW Women of Wrestling. They have scorched the earth wherever they roam, and nothing but destruction follows them.
Some people come here to be the best, get the belt. We come here to hurt people. If you make one mistake, you're gonna get punished.
We first observed their devastation when they attacked Adrenaline and Fire following their epic victory in the Tag Team Championship Series.
Steven, what is going on in here? Malaya Hosaka is here with 2 other wrestlers! What is going on?
Since then, we have witnessed numerous superheroes fall victim to their ambushes and assaults. Exile has taken out the Tag Team Champions, Adrenaline and Fire.
David, what is this?
The champions have been attacked by Exiles! They're coming up the steps!
Not again! Not
They've been
again!
pounded.
They have targeted Kita Rush and put her on the shelf.
Malaya Hosaka's got that figure 4 leg lock locked in.
She has snapped the leg, possibly, of Kita Rush!
It seems that nothing will stop Malaya Hosaka and her students, Exodus and Genesis, from laying waste to the entire WoW roster.
We're gonna start at the bottom, and we're gonna go all the way up to the top until everybody in the WoW dressing room understands what it means to represent women's wrestling.
That has not deterred others from stepping up to the challenge and end this reign of heinous brutality. Steffi Slays, a longtime friend and partner of Kita Rush, could not sit idly by and allow Exile to destroy the person closest to her.
My tag team partner, Kita Rush, and we joined WoW because we're open-minded to challenges and being strong women. But what you did the other night was no act of sportsmanship.
With Kita Rush out of action, though, Steffi must find a new friend and ally to assist her in this cause of ending Exile.
You want to fight? I'll get you a fight. And it's not going to be nice.
Newcomer Callie Ray has joined Steffi Slays for this contest. Will these 2 spirited competitors have what it takes to send Exile packing once and for all? Find out when Callie Ray and Steffi Slays join forces against Exodus and Genesis. And let's not forget, after her grueling match with Jungle Girl, Tessa Blanchard still wants only the Beast. Our main event tonight is a #1 contender match. Sophia Lopez's client Serpentine will battle the born legend Tessa Blanchard. The winner gets their destiny against the Beast in a championship match.
Welcome to WoW Women of Wrestling!
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Malaya Hosaka, the team of Genesis, Exodus, they are Exile!
Malaya Hosaka bringing Genesis and Exodus to the ring. And David, I wish they really would be exiled at this point. These 3, all they do are sneak attacks, underhanded tactics, malfeasance. You gotta get sick of it after a while. Seeing these 3 with their gang mentality, just sneak attacking people all over the place. The tag team champions, Fire and Adrenaline, in their moment of glory were attacked by Exile on their debut. And now all they've done is wreak havoc on WoW and try to break people down physically, mentally, and spiritually. Now Malaya Hosaka coming to the ring to fight one of WoW's ultimate fan favorites, one person whose spirit I don't think can be broken, the marvelous Steffi Slays. Take it away, Sean Guerrero.
And their opponents, from Dallas, Texas, and the Sunshine State of California, Steffi Slays and Callie Ray!
Callie Ray and Steffi Slays. It sounds so nice, it hits the ear so right, David. These 2 are big fan favorites currently.
The reason you have Steffi Slays here with Callie Ray, everyone must remember Malaya Hosaka took out Kita Rush when she grabbed those second ropes and tried to damage that knee, and she did do so. And Kita Rush has not returned to action yet.
Now you gotta respect Steffi Slays. She was gonna set out on her own, but she saw what was happening with Callie Ray and Malaya Hosaka and Genesis and Exodus, and she decided to step in because That's the Bully Buster spirit. That's the Bully Buster attitude. Keita Rush would be proud of her cohort here, Steffi Slays, by taking Callie Ray under her wing and continuing the legacy of the Bully Buster. Malaya Hosaka and Exodus going to be wrestling this one. Malaya Hosaka going to step to the outside as Exodus starts this one off for Exile. Steffi Slays and Callie Ray getting this crowd in this one, igniting this live audience here in the Belasco Theater.
You know, I thought the matchup was Exile vis-a-vis Exodus and Genesis.
That's the traditional team we've seen, David.
But it's Exodus and Malaya Hosaka.
Like I said, kind of reminds you of Michael P.S. Hayes and Terry Bam Bam Gordy with those fabulous Freebirds. They'd switch it out with everybody. All the Freebirds would get in on the action, David.
It's confusing to me.
And Exodus in the ring there with Steffi Slays choking out the opponent. It's Steffi Slays there trying to get back to a vertical base. Listen to this crowd, David. They love Steffi Slays. She is always the fan favorite. They absolutely love her here in the Belasco Theater. Jackknife cover. Exodus kicks out, not even a 1 count there. Kick to the midsection, now the headlock. Steffi Slays, very quick, very rapid movement in there. She is a very swift competitor, David.
Steffi going for a tag.
Yes! Callie Ray in this one. Steffi Slays, Callie Ray implementing beautiful teamwork here. It's only their first match as a team, David, but they're working really well together.
Callie Ray, I asked her, did you go surfing today? Because she did it the last time we saw her in action. She said no, but she did do meditation, and she did do some yoga this morning.
Very holistic approach to the squared circle, David. You don't see that too often. Callie Ray, one of the most unorthodox competitors we've seen here in WoW. Look at that quick schoolboy roll-up, 1-2 and a kick out. Exodus not letting Callie Ray keep her down. Callie Ray got the headlock locked in, and the tag is made to Steffi Slays.
What I like about Callie Ray, what I'm seeing here, she stays on top of her opponent and doesn't let them have a step of breath.
Absolutely, she stays on the offensive, and Steffi Slays here with the wrist lock on Exodus.
And I also like the fact Steffi Slays and Callie Ray look like a well-oiled team today.
They really do, David. Like I said, they work really well together, especially for this time being their first outing as a team.
Yes, making fast tags, keeping someone fresh in the ring. Very smart.
Now that has to go back to Steffi Slays' experience as a tag team specialist with the Bully Busters, with her experience with Keita Rush. You got to believe it's rubbing off on Callie Ray here. That's a great sign of veteran leadership by Steffi Slays, taking this young newcomer, Callie Ray, under her wing. We don't often get to say that Steffi's a veteran, but gotta remember, David, she started when she was out of high school. She's getting that experience
You don't have to
quick.
remind me. I went to the high school graduation and the college graduation, and then she's out of medical school.
Absolutely. Malaya Hosaka's the legal competitor.
Steffi Slays is in trouble.
Clothesline, Steffi Slays is down.
There's a bit of contempt when you look at Malaya Hosaka and how she even looks at these people. It's just the contempt.
I think that's just her face, David. Malaya Hosaka has Steffi Slays down, stepping on her hair. Just a really angry competitor, David. A lot of malice in the eyes of Malaya Hosaka.
She's angry. She's disappointed with the new talent in wrestling. They cause commotion.
You know, she really causes a lot of unrest in the locker room. People walk on eggshells around Malaya Hosaka. They don't like how she carries herself. And like I said, it's that mentality. The last time we saw Malaya Hosaka, I told her, it's that mentality of this is how I was taught.
Yes.
This is how I was brought in, and I'm gonna bring you in the hard way. And that's not how you do it nowadays, David. Things have changed over the last 32 years, but Malaya Hosaka refuses to acknowledge that.
Callie Ray taking Malaya the veteran down. Callie Ray with another clothesline. Callie Ray showing what the Sunshine State of California is all about.
Absolutely wonderful drop kick, but Malaya grabbing the ropes. That's that veteran leadership. We talked about it earlier with Steffi Slays. She's gaining it. Malaya's had it for a long time. Raking the eyes of Callie Ray, David.
Now she's digging in with those fingernails.
Can you believe this? Callie Ray trying to get the upper hand here, but Malaya Hosaka keeps implementing all of these underhanded strategies that we've seen
Callie Ray's
here.
getting up though, Steven. She's getting up, drove Malaya right into the corner. That was very smart.
Very smart. Back to a vertical basis, Callie Ray. Malaya Hosaka trying to stay on the offensive here, but easier said than done with this fabulous competitor. But look at this. Look at this. Upside down, using all that pressure on the neck of Callie Ray. Steffi Slays
Steffi Slays came over and gave a boot to Malaya in the midsection, breaking the hold that Malaya had on the Sunshine State's Callie Ray. Malaya slowly getting back into the ring, picking up Callie Ray, dragging her over to the corner. Look at that! Oh my, she just delivered a powerful forearm blow right to Steffi Slays, who was caught off guard. Referee trying to keep her back. Malaya said, come on, teasing her, and look at Exile over there, Exile.
Genesis just choking away at Callie Ray while the referee was distracted
with
Malaya
Exodus
and
on the boot on Callie Ray. It was a double team in the corner.
So we're seeing the strategies that Malaya is teaching Genesis and Exodus. Crossbody. Callie has her down, 1-2, and a kick out.
Callie Ray has been taking a pounding, and look how smart and fast she tags in Steffi Slays.
Flying forearm taking down Malaya. Another flying forearm. Malaya's down. Steffi with a drop kick. Exodus and Genesis trying to strategize on the outside what their next move will be. I don't think they expected this kind of fire out of Steffi Slays and Callie Ray. Clearly, they're not watching the same program we are, David.
Steffi Slays takes over the veteran Malaya. Steffi Slays up on top. Malaya shaken by this maneuvering by the young Steffi Slays. Like I said, times have changed, and Steffi Slays is the time that's changed, and she's showing the veteran what it's all about. But right there, my words are stolen from me just as I said them, because Malaya said, I'm going to show you what the old school's about. And she whips the legs out from underneath Steffi Slays, makes a hot tag, and here is Exodus.
That's right, not today, Steffi Slays. Double clothesline by Exodus and Malaya Hosaka. Exodus now in the ring. Genesis, what's happening? Genesis is in the ring, David.
The referee is distracted. Up goes Steffi, but Callie Ray takes out.
Look at that.
Genesis.
1, 2, 3.
Here are your winners, Steffi Slays and Callie Ray!
You gotta love it when that happens, David, when a well-oiled plan just falls apart. Exile thought they had the upper hand, and Callie Ray turned it around, and we saw Steffi Slays land the crossbody onto Exodus, get the 1, 2, 3. Beautiful victory by Callie Ray and Steffi Slays.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a hand. The winners of the match, Steffi Slays, with the California doll, if you will, Surfing USA, Callie Ray.
Callie Ray, the Golden State Golden
Now,
Girl.
Callie Ray, you've been in WoW for several weeks, and this is a tag team match, first time ever, and Steffi brought you in because of Keita Rush being out, and you accepted.
Yes, I did.
And this is fantastic. Steffi, how come you picked Callie Ray to revenge what was done to Keita Rush?
Not only they're trying to get Keita Rush, they're getting Callie Ray as well. She's new to our company, and I'm not gonna let that happen to any girl that joins WoW. I'm done with people like her taking advantage of us. And you know what? As long as you're next to me, I will protect you as far as I can go.
There you have it, fans. Steffi Slays is not gonna take any bullying, and Callie Ray has joined her, all in purpose of Keita Rush and the Bully Busters. Stay tuned.
Following the shocking actions of Siren the Voodoo Doll, Holidead, and Princess Aussie, it seemed that all hope was lost for the Psycho Sisters. Their leader, Razor, fell victim to a vicious attack that left her face burned, lacerated, and scarred. Fury and Mesmeriah continued to fight, but the numbers were not in their advantage. That was until a familiar face reminded us what it truly means to get psycho.
Psycho Sister Spike is back!
Who am I? I am
Spike returned to WoW to even the odds for the misfits from LA. Many of the WoW faithful remember Spike as one of WoW's original psychos. She locked horns with Jesse Jones, Selena Majors, and even challenged the fabulous Lana Star in the main event for the World Championship of WoW. In fact, for a moment, it was believed that Spike had captured the world title from the fabulous one in a heated contest that saw carnage ensue.
Here we go, we have a second
I can't believe it! We've got a new world champion! Spike is the new world champion! Lana Star has been pinned!
Now Spike's history of high stakes and risky behavior could prove to be the equalizer in this ongoing battle in which the Psycho Sisters find themselves. Siren, the voodoo doll, Holidead, and Princess Aussie thought they weakened the Psycho Sisters, but perhaps all they accomplished was opening the door to the asylum and letting another psycho run amok.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Siren the Voodoo Doll and Princess Aussie. From the dark side, she is Holidead.
David, one of the last things we saw from Holidead, Siren the Voodoo Doll, and Princess Aussie was the burning of Razor's base. Razor, the mastermind of the Psycho Sisters, burned, and that crazy attack that backfired on the Psycho Sisters.
Well, I gotta tell you, after that attack, though, you saw the handcuffs taken out, and Mesmeriah and Fury were handcuffed, and the best of them was gonna be taken from them by Holidead, Princess Aussie, and Voodoo Doll before this next competitor came in, the original member of the Psycho Sisters. And she came in, obviously called by Razor, and she joined them when needed. And that was needed, and her name is Spike.
David, does it get more psycho than Spike?
Spike, the original member. And she has come to the rescue of Mesmeriah and Fury due to the fact Razor is healing, but I gotta tell you, I've gotten good news from the doctors, and she is starting to heal well. So they caught it in time, they rushed her to that hospital down at Memorial that evening, and you gotta be thankful for the LA Memorial Hospital's burn victim unit. They did a great job.
And their opponents, being accompanied to the ring by her Psycho Sisters, Mesmeriah and Fury. From the School of Hard Knocks, she is Spike!
David, you gotta believe that when Razor was in that hospital, the first phone call she made was to this competitor, Spike, the original Psycho Sister. When Razor needed a little reinforcement, a little backup, she called the OG Psycho Sister, Spike, to come in the ring. And Spike came in with her patented baseball bat, and she was ready to clean house of these voodoo freaks. Pardon my language there, David.
Well, Spike is back in WoW Women of Wrestling, and if you want to learn about Spike, go to WOWE.com and you'll find out about Spike and all the WoW superheroes. Eddie Furt trying to get control in the ring right now. He's got to get some control for this match to take off.
Absolutely, David.
Eddie Furt was asking that Voodoo and Princess Aussie, and I think Fury and Mesmeriah be removed from ringside.
It's a one-on-one match. That's your competitors are gone. This is one-on-one.
What a wise move here from referee Eddie Furt. Good call. We're gonna have a fair one-on-one contest here.
I gotta hand it to Eddie Furt. Finally an official that steps up and gets things done.
Ring the bell, David. Now, David, earlier you mentioned the resume of Spike. Spike is a former challenger to the world champion, and she was this close. She was literally within centimeters of becoming the world champion. She had the belt in her hands until the decision was overturned by the late, great Josh Milton.
That's right.
That's why she's the OG Psycho Sister, David. From Harley's Angels to the Psycho Sisters, the evolution of WoW never stops.
There's a connection. There's a thread all the way from the beginning, 18 and a half years ago. You'll see it on WOWE.com, and Holidead's in the corner, and Spike right now lays one right in.
Beautiful chop to the chest. I say beautiful. It was the sound that echoed throughout here.
Spike in here to revenge Razor's burning of the face.
European uppercut by Spike. She's a ruffian. She's a heathen, David, but she's also a very wise and smart tactician in that ring. She has great technical ability. She's wrestled all over the world.
I've learned from Ryan Barkin at ProWrestlingTees.com that the Psycho Sisters are the #1 sellers of t-shirts. Everyone has gone psycho across the country.
Absolutely.
ProWrestlingTees.com and also WOWE.com to get your best merchandise on WoW. And Spike there. Spike right there taken down. Spike in trouble. She got a nice clip right in there to Holidead, but the two of them combined are also in trouble. Both in trouble.
Spike clubbing blows to the back of Holidead. Now, last time we saw Spike.
Spike winding up here. Misses
she went
it.
for a big strike, but Holidead had it well scouted.
Vertical.
Knee of her own to Spike. Holidead taking it to Spike, who returned previously with that patented baseball bat. But we've got a fair one-on-one fight here, David. No baseball bats, no other cohorts out here in the ring. Holidead and Spike are here to fight one-on-one, duke it out, and figure out who is the better competitor in this one.
Ooh! Spike right there on the barricade. Holidead getting a tongue thrashing from the fans in the front row.
Spike with an elbow to the midsection. We're trying to keep up here with the monitors here at ringside as these two battle all over the Belasco Theater.
Spike's in trouble. The momentum taken away from her by Holidead.
Spike is no stranger to fighting out here in the Belasco Theater. Remember, we saw her take opponents to the bar, David.
That's exactly right. Spike in trouble now. They're still on the outside. Holidead has stepped in on occasion to break the 10 count. Spike picked up by Holidead.
Holidead has Spike here in a bad way. Look at the strength of Holidead. Look at the
Is she walking her into the ring, or is she taking her up the steps and just drop her onto the floor?
Oh,
right
sidewalk slam on the sidewalk of the ring.
And that's where there is no padding, fans.
Look at Spike. She is in a bad way here. Absolute pain, punishment, and torture dished out by the cerebral and deranged Holidead.
For you fans that don't know a wrestling ring, right where Spike is laying and Holidead's jamming on her, that's where the metal poles meet the metal poles. And I gotta tell you, there is no padding right there.
You took the words right out of my mouth, David. No give at all. And look at that. Holidead getting a taste of her own medicine here. Spike with a drop kick. Sending Holidead to the outside. You got to wake up really early to fool Spike, David.
Yes, you do.
She is a well-traveled, battle-tested competitor. As I said, been all over the world, competed in Japan for the world-famous Stardom promotion. Many of our superheroes have crossed paths there. And now Spike getting to a vertical base once again.
Spike learned the ropes through Jesse Hernandez in the School of Hard Knocks in San Bernardino, California. That's where we were introduced to her. Also, she was training with Selena Majors back then, but we didn't know the relationship then to Thug. There we go. Spike with a kick to Holidead. Holidead taken down across the floor of the mats. Spike inside the ring, still struggling though.
Holidead is convulsing on the outside after that vicious kick by Spike. Those strikes laying in really well tonight.
Spike follows Holidead to the outside. Fans standing up, watching the action up close here, and wow. Nice chop across the chest of Holidead.
Have you seen a better chop than that, David? I think only Tessa Blanchard does it better. Now Spike taking it to Holidead on the outside. Spike charging Holidead.
Nobody home, and her face and her knee hit those barricades. Holidead chuckling and laughing.
Sadistic laughing by Holidead.
No humanitarian action there by Holidead.
Oh, absolutely. Holidead has no love lost for the Psycho Sisters, any of them. From Spike to Razor to Mesmeriah to Fury, she doesn't care about the Psycho Sisters. She wants to see them all pay, and she pays with a body slam to Spike's back. Holidead soaking in the jeers, the boos, the lack of adulation from this live crowd here at the Belasco Theater. Spike, can she come back from this assault from Holidead? Holidead has really taken it to Spike. 1, 2, that's gotta be, no! Spike able to get a shoulder up. Spike has been through some all-out brawls in her career.
Look at the eyes of Spike. You can see she's in a fog.
They're glazing over, David. Holidead dragging Spike to the corner. What's she got in mind here?
Spike's out of it right now, fans. You can see her right there. She's wheezing and her eyes keep fading into the back. Holidead going up onto the third rope. Holidead comes off.
She went for a diving leg drop, but it was not to be done.
Nobody home.
Spike back up.
Great kick by Spike.
Rolling crescent kick, 1, 2. Holidead gets to the ropes.
Holidead's hands are on the rope.
I saw our timekeeper about to ring the bell, David.
Right there. Holidead's instinct kicked in, grabbing the rope instantly.
Holidead just sat up. Just sat up like an undead, unreal competitor that she is.
Like a body in a graveyard.
David!
Hold it!
Do you see what's happening?
Got some action. They're making their way into ringside.
We've got Fury, Princess Aussie, Siren the Voodoo Doll, Mesmeriah.
They
were banned from
battling.
ringside.
Everyone was banned, but now they're fighting into the ringside area. Who knows what was taking on into the dressing room?
Meanwhile, we've still got a match.
Mezzanine. Eddie Ferd, who had control in the beginning, has completely lost control. What are we going to have to do to contain all these Psycho Sisters?
This match has
Listen
been
to this
ruled
crowd,
as a
David.
no contest.
We've never seen a brawl this wild.
Get some control! Get some control! Where's the senior official? Scrappy McGowan! Scrappy McGowan, we gotta get some control!
The Psycho Sisters' war with Holidead, Voodoo Doll, and Princess Aussie just keeps amping up. And this crowd wants to see them fight, David. They want to see an all-out mayhem brawl.
Get them back, referees! Get them back! We're not gonna take this anymore out of control action. Psycho Sisters, Holidead, Voodoo Doll, and Princess Aussie. Fans, you want to see them fight? You want a main event? You want a main event? You want a main event? I'm gonna give both of you a main event. The main event, I'm gonna make it happen. Three of you in the ring. 3 of you in the ring to revenge the fire burning a Razor. You burned Razor's face. You took her out of action, and you're gonna get your due because you 3 will wrestle the Psycho Sisters.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by the Dagger, from Chelsea, England, the Temptress.
David, the Temptress and the Dagger are here in the Velasco Theater.
Yes, they are, Steven, but I want to comment on what just took place before the break. Siren, the Voodoo Doll, Holidead, and Princess Aussie. They are going to battle Mesmeriah, Fury, and Spike in a 6 women's tag team match in the coming weeks, right here to settle the score for burning Razor's face. And fans, I can tell you, as Dagger's in the ring and the Temptress right there, we are indeed going to allow all of them to fight. So fans, it will happen. They will fight 6 women's tag team match in coming weeks. Take it away, Shaw.
And her opponent, from Los Angeles, California, she is the Lioness!
Here she is, fans, the Lioness, returning to the ring for the first time since suffering the humiliation of her hair being cut by Lana Star and Team Blondage. The Lioness, she didn't quiver though. She went down in that dressing room afterwards and showed a stoic fortitude. You're seeing it right there by making an empowering statement of cutting her own hair. But I gotta tell you, Steven, fans, I'm worried. This could be too fast of a return to the ring. Is her head in the game? Is this too soon? This could be way too early of a return, especially when you consider the formidable opponent right there, the Temptress. Well, the fans are loving it. Regardless, the Lioness, with her new dude, without the gold gear, is ready to do battle.
David, you got to respect the Lioness. Instead of looking at it as a setback, that hair cutting, that awful disrespect that she was shown by Team Blondage, she looks at it as a new beginning.
A new beginning that's not starting out too well. Thrown into the turnbuckle after a kick to the midsection by the Temptress. This is exactly what I was talking about, Steven. Is the Lioness's head in the game?
Lioness right back up, bicycle kick missed. Spinning back elbow.
That was nice.
Lioness is up. What's she thinking here? Hurricane Rana. Wow, beautiful double A spine buster.
That maybe took something out of the Temptress too, Steven.
Arn Anderson would be proud of that spine buster, David. Lioness and Temptress both struggling to get to their feet here. Lioness is on the wrong side of the ring there. You see in the corner of your screen the dagger always looming, always lurking, always watching.
Yes.
Now Lioness fighting back with the blows to the midsection.
Nice forearm by the Lioness.
Temptress with one of her own, giving Lioness a taste of her own medicine.
That's right, but there Lioness takes down Temptress, takes her down again. The Lioness is picking up the speed. I was so worried if the Lioness was going to have her head in the game, but it seems she does. Lioness, body slam. Lioness pointing to the top.
Now the Lioness going to the top of Pride Rock, David.
Yes, she is, Steven, but there's the dagger.
Dagger got sent down the hard way. Lioness was up.
Leaping over the Temptress, the Lioness. Beautiful kick, Temptress down.
That could be all she wrote for this one. 1, 2, 3, there with
the Lioness does it.
Here's your winner, the Lioness.
A new hairdo, a new outfit, and a new spirit gets the victory for the Lioness. Lana Star and Team Blondage, you can't keep down a lion. The Lioness, the winner on WoW. Now here's the big highlight, fans. Lioness leaping over the Temptress, and then boom, that round kick takes the Temptress out, the winner, the Lioness.
Tonight's main event between Tessa Blanchard and Serpentine is a bout of blood against poison. Tessa Blanchard boasts that wrestling and competition course through her veins. She touts that this business is in her blood.
I am undeniable. It is in my DNA. It is my legacy. I am one of the best in the world, and I am the baddest bitch in this building.
Whoa! That blood has boiled over and launched her to the peak of women's wrestling. She has held the WoW World Championship within her grasp and proven that the blood that pumps through her heart is filled with greatness.
Step in the ring with me, because I'm gonna promise you something. That there is nobody as big and as bad as Tessa Blanchard.
Serpentine, however, is a treacherous competitor with poison fueling her every moment and every intention. She slithers around the ring in a way that mentally defeats her opponents before the bell even rings. Serpentine wraps herself around her opponents, squeezes the last breaths from them, and lays claim to victory over and over again. When a serpent injects its poison into the bloodstream, there is no chance of escape. There is no hope. There is only lucid defeat. It is the blood of Tessa Blanchard, stronger than the poison of Serpentine. Can Serpentine neutralize the heart-pounding, awe-inspiring action that Tessa Blanchard brings to each and every match? Can Serpentine unhinge her jaw and engulf the former world champion? Or will Tessa Blanchard's incomparable motor push her to another stunning victory? While all of these questions hang within the balance, one thing is for certain. These two athletes will do whatever it takes and achieve victory by any means necessary. It's Serpentine versus Tessa Blanchard. Next.
Welcome back, fans. Now I want all of you to remember, go to WOWE.com. That's WOWE.com to catch up on all your WoW action, and also to connect socially. Go to @WoWSuperheroes to connect to your favorite WoW superhero. Let's take it away with the action.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your main event. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by the world's greatest attorney, Sofia Lopez. From Naucalpan, Mexico, Serpentine.
She is a certified public accountant and she worked for the IRS. Sophia Lopez is a double threat. She's got the law degree and the accounting degree.
Sophia Lopez has proven herself to be quite a threat here in WoW.
Serpentine just snagged Shawn Guerrero on the cheek and she screeched. This is the main event, fans, on our telecast.
And her opponent, from Charlotte, North Carolina, former Raw World Champion, she is the Born Legend, Tessa Blanchard!
David, this match is a result of what we saw weeks ago when Tessa Blanchard thought she would fight the Beast. Thought Sophia Lopez had a contract for her to fight the Beast, but the contract was not for Tessa Blanchard, it was for Serpentine.
Well, Tessa Blanchard's on her own. She's fired Sophia Lopez. She's exited from that relationship, and now this match will decide who gets another shot at the Beast. This match is it. It's the main event on WoW. Of course, it's a television time runs out early. We will bring you the highlights next week on WoW. Scrappy McGowan in there, and he says, let's do it. Tessa Blanchard versus Serpentine. Sophia Lopez on the outside. She was the lawyer of the both of them at one time. I always said it was a conflict of interest, but obviously maybe both clients signed off on it. Right now, this is it. Serpentine versus Tessa Blanchard. Winner gets Beast.
Oh, Serpentine giving Tessa a taste of her own medicine
Exactly.
there.
Usually Tessa does that sweeping and back kicking of the leg to show disrespect to her opponent.
Wonderful arm drag by Serpentine there to Tessa. Serpentine off the ropes, wheelbarrow up, arm drag. Tessa Blanchard sent reeling. Out on her feet there. Elbow, missed. Head scissors into the Russian leg sweep. Serpentine, beautiful fluidity, beautiful chain of maneuvers there. Referee Jeff McGowan signaling it was only a 2 though. Tessa Blanchard getting to the ropes, trying to get back to a vertical base here. That's what she needs to do. She wants to win here.
Ooh, you heard that one, Steven, right here. That filled up the arena with that slap across Tessa Blanchard's chest. Serpentine tried to go to the top rope and leverage it. Tessa had no part of it. She follows Serpentine to the outside. A big right hook to the forehead, and now she's going after the world's greatest attorney to give her a piece of her mind. But she smartly comes back and pays attention to Serpentine, who she drives into the barricade. The former world champ is powerfully putting that foot to Serpentine's head right now.
That's right, David. As I mentioned weeks ago, that word former in front of world champion has to be the most aggravating, frustrating thing for Tessa Blanchard. She was so used to having the gold around her waist. Suicide dive!
Oh, she almost took
Suicide
Serpentine's
dive.
head right off! Serpentine's head almost right off!
Tessa Blanchard throws her body into harm's way to take out an opponent. It's high risk, high reward. And we see it pay off time and time again for Tessa Blanchard.
Big forearm in front of those fans that flew in from New York City. Tessa in trouble. Blows to the midsection by Serpentine. Tossed back in by the former world champ. Tessa Blanchard following. Sophia on the outside trying to yell encouragement.
1, 2.
Tessa goes for the pin.
Kick out at 1.
Sophia Lopez was worried there. She does want her client Serpentine to have another shot at the world championship. Tessa delivers a forearm to Serpentine. She has been all systems go to beat Serpentine.
She just threw Serpentine into the second rope.
Oh!
Nobody home there for Tessa Blanchard as she went to throw the elbow into the small of the back of Serpentine.
There's a double drop kick by Serpentine.
Wonderful drop kick. Wonderful drop kick by Serpentine. Kick out at 2 by Tessa Blanchard. Former world champion still in this one. Now Tessa Blanchard defended the world championship against Serpentine when she was world champion, and now we see these two as vicious rivals because Tessa Blanchard still holds a grudge against Sophia and Serpentine for taking that world title opportunity away from her. Serpentine walking the ropes here. Hurricane Rana.
Tessa taking over. She's on the outside. Sophia Lopez, the world's greatest attorney, better have some smarts about her and not move toward the former champ.
Serpentine with a drop kick, baseball slide onto the outside. Tessa's down. Tessa's down and she's not moving, David. There she goes. Serpentine on the attack.
Sophia watching from a distance.
A safe distance, I might add, David.
She's happy about it.
Serpentine in control of this one as she's got Tessa on the outside.
Ooh, heads right into the steel steps.
Serpentine stalking, slithering around. Serpentine slithering into the ring to break the 10 count of the referee.
Ooh, another chop right to the chest.
As I mentioned earlier, David, beautiful fluidity in the movement of Serpentine. But again, she really is snake-like, wouldn't you say?
She's crawling up on the barricade. This is a dangerous maneuver. Look at this, Serpentine up on the barricade.
Hurricane on the outside.
Taking Tessa Blanchard over.
Hurricane Rana on the outside. The Lucha Libre world put on notice there, David.
Tessa tossed back into the ring.
That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. No, the diamond kicks out. The diamond kicks out. Tessa Blanchard still alive in this one. She's not defeated yet.
Blows to the back of the head by Serpentine. Tessa up on her feet.
Irish whip. Throwing Serpentine into the corner. Serpentine recovers.
Before Serpentine could even get her footing, Tessa was right on top of her.
Tessa Blanchard goes up. Code breaker. Code breaker. Serpentine's down. 1, 2, 3. No!
Serpentine out of it. Tessa's boots. Look at that. She's smart to fix her boots. Very smart.
Referee signaling it was only a 2 count. Tessa Blanchard still in this one. Tessa Blanchard against the ropes. Small to back.
Yes!
She just hit Sophia Lopez.
Sophia Lopez was trying to possibly hand that briefcase away to Serpentine, and Tessa Blanchard took Sophia Lopez out of the action.
Serpentine has Tessa Blanchard.
Tessa Blanchard's down. This could be it.
Gory backbreaker. 1, 2. Kick out by
That was
Tessa.
almost a 3 count. Almost a 3 count.
Tessa still in this one. She may not have the belt, David, but she's got the heart of a champion, and it's beaten in this one.
Headbutt by Serpentine.
Serpentine with a headbutt to Tessa Blanchard. Tessa Blanchard's up. Oh, she had it well scouted. What's she going for here? Diamond DDT. Diamond DDT. That's all she wrote. That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3.
There it is. Tessa Blanchard, the born
Here's
legend.
your
The
winner,
Diamond has done it.
Tessa Blanchard!
With Jungle Girl out of the way, Tessa Blanchard is now going to get that rematch with the Beast. Steven, you do the highlights. I'm going to ringside to get a word with the former world champ.
Sure thing, David. Here we see Serpentine hitting the Hurricane Rana on the outside. Tessa in the corner with the knees to the face and the chest of Serpentine. Then she goes for that missile drop kick on the outside, hitting Sophia Lopez right in the face. Then Serpentine, firm control of the match, hoisting Tessa up. Tessa reverses it into that signature hammerlock DDT. The Diamond DDT sealing the fate of Serpentine, getting Tessa the 1, 2, 3. Let's go to David and Tessa inside the squared circle.
Tessa Blanchard, you just beat Serpentine, and you just put yourself in contention and in position, and I will have to say this to the fans, all by yourself to get the rematch with the Beast for the WoW World Champion.
Let's get one thing straight, McLean. I have always been in contention for the WoW World Championship, and I should still be the WoW World Champion. Yeah, I did that on my own, just like I beat Jungle Girl on my own, just like I become the WoW World Champion on my own, and just like I'll go on to beat the Beast all on my own.
Can you believe what Tessa just said? I don't know if she's delusional or arrogant or a combination of both, but she has definitely earned her championship match against the Beast. Fans, for David McLean and executive producer Jeannie Buss, this is Stephen Dickey signing off on this episode of WoW Women of Wrestling.